welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you another DIYary episode. I want to show you guys what the house looks like now that we're well over halfway through the process of renovating it. I'd say we're about 75% of the way through, so I thought it'd be really interesting to show you guys the whole walkthrough of the house as it stands now, showing you all the stuff we've done and all of the stuff we still need to do, because as of next week there are going to be no tradespeople in the house anymore. All of these little things are being tied up, and then the rest of it is stuff that Ben and I are going to have to finish by ourselves. So I'm a bit nervous, but I'm really excited because it means all the fun stuff like the decorating is coming up now. So yeah, today is going to be a little bit of a house tour. It's obviously very messy, completely unfinished. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but it's going to be a house tour nonetheless. So let's jump in and I'll show you guys what the house is looking like from the entrance downstairs. Okay, so we'll start in the hallway, and as you can see it's still a bit of a building site in here, but it's only cosmetic stuff really. And this is such a high traffic area that it's probably going to look like this for a few more weeks. But let me show you what we've done. So first up, as you can see, the walls have been plastered. They've been coated with a plaster sealant, and then they've been filled again, and they're feeling nice and smooth. They're going to be smoothed down today, and it's looking a lot brighter in here already. It's so nice. We've had a light fixture installed here. This I bought from a charity shop. It was brand new and I bought it for £5. I'm really impressed. It's very kind of like Art Deco inspired, and I thought it would fit really nicely with this kind of detail here. I have changed this light fixture out probably about 3 times now, or scrap that. I got the electricians to change it out about 3 times for me now because it just wasn't right. But the one that I did have there previously, I've moved to the guest bedroom. I'll show you guys that in a minute. And I think it looks a lot better there. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. And the best thing in the hallway is the window. We got a window installed above the door, and it lets so much more light in here because it gets really dark. And it's looking so nice. That was installed yesterday, so I'm really pleased with that. As you can see, the trim around the door is going to be reinstated, but the bonding underneath is still drying and it needs to be sorted out, but that will come at a later date. I also need to make a box cover for this jumbled up mess of cables and boxes, so I'm going to try and do that at some point in the future. And we also need to get some skirting board that matches here. All of this was ripped off, and the door trim, because it was completely rotten. We had to get damp proofing on this whole section here because it was so damp. So finding a piece that will match will be a challenge. And I also need to reinstate either the dado rail or the picture rail at the top. I'm not sure which one to pick yet. Probably the picture rail. The ones that were here when we moved in were 1970s ones. They weren't original to the house and they were kind of ugly, so we ripped them out, and I'm going to put something in that looks a little bit more Victorian. As you can see, the stairs are looking a little bit rough, but I have been working on them. These stairs here, they look really bad, but I've actually managed to use a heat gun to remove all of the paint from them. They need a good sand, but these are the ones where I haven't done the risers, I've just done the treads. The paint gun is really good, but it only does like 1 tread and 1 riser before it shuts off because it gets too hot. So then I need to wait 10 minutes and then I come back, and it's an entire process. So I'm working away at this like bit by bit, and I've probably got to about, I don't know why some of the risers are done and some aren't, but I've got to, I think I've done most of the treads till about here. Yeah, there. Oh, I can't tell. It's covered in a thick layer of dust, but you can see how it's coming along. Let's move on to the sitting room. I've been avoiding showing you guys this for a while now because it's been full of stuff, and it's still full of stuff. But let me show you anyway. As you can see, there's loads of decorating stuff in here and loads of furniture. We were kindly gifted so much furniture, so we're really pleased about that, but we've had nowhere to store it, so we've put it in the sitting room and the dining room for now, and it's been a bit of a problem, but we are really pleased we have it, of course. The sitting room itself, I've shown you guys this before, but it's been completely plastered, and these horrible curtains are going to be coming down today probably. And I don't know if you can tell, but this wall has had a coat of plaster sealer on it, and the ceiling is going to be sealed sometime today or next week. And yeah, it's starting. The progress is coming along. All of this corner was completely missing floorboards. I think they were all rotten or something, so they had to be taken up. So we've had loads of floorboards replaced. I bought these for 85 pence a foot in a reclamation yard, and my carpenter, who's really good, he fitted those all for me. And they came to about here. So we had that done last week. Same in the hallway. We had a few done along here, hence why nothing's been sanded yet. But once this is all cleared and it's been painted, we can go ahead and sand. In the dining room, literally nothing has happened, so I will catch you guys up with that soon, but it's not in bad condition. We just need to take the wallpaper off and give it a paint for the time being. I forgot to show you, in the hallway through to the kitchen and upstairs, I've actually, I don't know if this is gonna show because it's kind of dusty, I have sanded these floors and they came up really, really nicely. I haven't stained them yet, but I will soon. They're kind of just being covered with cardboard so no one steps on them, and some of the dust goes on the cardboard. Anyway, let's move into the kitchen where more important things have been happening. Here's the kitchen. Brace yourselves, it's a bit messy, but it's good. Da, 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 da. It looks like a building site, but as you can see, the entire kitchen is basically done. We have a little bit left to do on the tiles. We've had someone tile these for us because around the sink it was a bit tricky. And it looks so, so good. It did feel like a kitchen before, but now it really feels like a kitchen now that we've got the tiles and the extractor fan. It's all coming together. Oh, and I did install these handles myself, and I think I did a pretty good job of them. They're all lined up really nicely, I think. And I decided to go for the on top placement, and oh yeah. There is some stuff, but it works really well and I'm really pleased. We're gonna work on getting this all tidy this weekend, or maybe just Tuesday, Wednesday, because we've got to wait for a couple of things to be finished in the house, and then yeah. Here's our breakfast nook table. This is my Bart Simpson Nutella glass that I'm using for paint brushes. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. These are beer making jugs, I think. And I actually got these because a guy at the skip was getting rid of them. And I was like, are you getting rid of those? Do you mind if I have them? He was like, take them, I've actually got more. So I'm gonna use them to put some of my fake flowers in, maybe. I don't know, I just think they look really cool. I can find something cheap or free wherever I go, it's ridiculous. Let's move on to the breakfast nook slash utility room, which is coming along really nicely. By coming along really nicely, I mean it needs work. It's a bit messy, but first up, we have the lights fitted. We've got them here too. These are just from IKEA. I really love them. We've got a small one, big one. We've actually got them in the kitchen too. We've got two of the small ones. I just thought they were nice and plain, and yeah. This area will be a breakfast nook. I'm gonna have the table and the chairs around it, maybe like the little sofa bench that is in my office. I'll show you guys at some point. The walls have been painted with a really nice light grey. I need to carry on around here. These walls were drying. The plaster was really wet for a long time, so I haven't really done this yet. But this section is done. Need to finish those pipes, need to paint that door. The door's gonna have the trim put back on it in the beginning of next week. Under all this cardboard, I also painted the floor because I'm gonna install tile like maybe in a year or so, but I'm just not doing it right now because it's a hassle. So I just painted it for the time being. And as for the laundry section, it looks like this. So first up, don't mind the cabinets. These are old cabinets. I bought them on like a buy and sell website and they were good price. I'm gonna rip all of the vinyl off the front because as you can see, it's kind of bubbled here. See, like that. So I ripped it off this door. It comes off really easily and all I have to do is use apparently an MDF primer and then I can paint it whatever color I want. So I'm gonna do a fun pop of color like maybe a dark blue or like a gray or something. And I'm going to change the handles so they match the ones in the kitchen. I've already ordered them. And I'm going to do a slightly different but in the same kind of finish handle up here. So I've got my work cut out for me. I've got to do all the doors, but that's a project for later. I've got a washer and dryer, which is so exciting. More exciting for my nan, who has very kindly let me use her washer and dryer for the past 2 years. Thanks, Nan, you're the best. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. The countertops are the same ones from the kitchen. They're just IKEA. And then this is the little WC tiny toilet thing. It needs work, but this is exciting. We have running water, so that's pretty cool. It's been plastered in here. It's going to be rubbed down and then it's ready to paint. I don't think I'm going to tile in here because there's not really a space for a backsplash, but yeah, that's what it's looking like. Floor needs doing as well, but for the time being we can just close that because the main thing is that it works. Let me show you the garden really quickly because it's undergoing a massive overhaul. So let me show you. Do you guys remember when I had that massive pile of rubble here and I did a rubble skip and it took like 12 hours to get rid of it all? That's obviously all gone. I also had rubbish collectors come in and remove pretty much all of the rubbish from around the rest of the garden. This is what it looked like about a week ago. It was pretty bad. Now all we have left is just a couple of bags and some garden clippings and stuff. We have done 4 trips to the tip this week with rubble and other things that just were, it was hiding in corners, but we've cleared most of it up now and I'm really pleased. I also removed all of the ivy from this whole wall up until there. There's a little bit there that I need to get. My next mission is to get this back wall and get the ivy off of this little outhouse thing and then paint this. I've got like a dark grey for there, but yeah. There's no more pile in the back garden anymore, just a pile of bricks, but we could use those one day. It's kind of bright so you can't really see, but that's like the side portion of the garden. And this is the end of the garden. Now that I've shown you the garden, let's go upstairs. Stair walking montage. Okay, so we're on the half landing. This was the gross little toilet. And for the time being, this is becoming a boiler cabinet. Got boiler up here, that's been installed, and we're just gonna close the door and pretend it doesn't exist and shove junk in there that we don't use. In maybe like a year or so's time, I will convert this back into a proper little bathroom and take a little bit of space from this bedroom here and put a shower in there, but not yet. Down here we've had some more floorboards replaced and we've got the file cabinet office. Nothing has happened in there. We have the little hallway, which is looking a little worse for wear. The ceiling has been patched because it had a massive hole, so that's looking so much better. And then my office. It's looking a lot tidier. I won't show you the whole thing because I'm just doing a video on this right now, so that'll be up in a week or 2. I'm gonna finish that up and show you that another time. Moving on up here, like I said, I did do all of this. Let me show you. I sanded and stained it all. It's been walked on a lot, so cardboard doesn't do much. It doesn't deter any feet, but it is looking so nice. I love the color. It's really nice and light, but it's still got like a warm tone to it. But yeah, let's go forward. The guest bedroom, all the floors were sanded and it's just kind of holding stuff for the moment. All that needs to be done is that the ceiling's going to be painted by somebody else and then we're going to paint the walls. Only because the ceilings are quite high in this house. Oh, that's the light fixture that was downstairs. I really like it, but it just wasn't right downstairs, and it's going to be really nice here because I'm going to do blue and gold and it's going to be really pretty. But yeah, I've got to move this junk this weekend because then we can get in and paint and stain the floor. But this will be easy, I think. I hope. Okay, let's move on. The laundry cabinet that I cleaned tirelessly last time, I did give it a coat of paint on the outside. I might need to do another one, and inside I'm gonna paint it as well. And yeah, it's looking pretty decent. The bedroom is looking not too bad. I tidied this up the other day because it got a bit messy. There's like a little pile of stuff here that I need to sort out, but it's okay. I had to come in and dust because I left the door open when I was sanding and the sand came in. I still need to fix this door. It looks disgusting on this side, but this side is cute, so if I can get it to look the same, that'd be great. Got a lot of doors like this that need to be done, but it's not essential right now. But yeah, the bedroom's looking pretty much the same. These little bits are going to be fitted too. These chairs have been falling in these holes. And really, the bathroom is where all of the fun is happening right now because it's all fitted. Look at that. Sorry, it's quite small. I can't show you the whole thing from a good angle. Let me close the door. The door isn't staying this color, by the way. It was just put back on its hinges like a couple of days ago, so I need to paint it white, but we'll sort that. So yeah, the shower has been installed. It's one of these gorgeous overhead showers with like the little handheld thing, and then the bathtub has this nice panel on it. Got a toilet. We're having a little box made by my carpenter that's gonna go here. Got a sink. I love the sink so much. I think I've shown it to you guys, but it's been tiled now, so looks pretty good. These are the tiles I picked for the bathroom. I think they're really nice. They're like rectangular and they're like matte, so they're not too shiny. I did want them laid in a brickwork style, but guess who's an idiot? Spoiler alert, it's me. I forgot to tell the guy who was tiling our bathroom how I wanted it laid out, and he'd done half of it by the time I'd noticed, and then I was like, you know what? It's gonna be too much to pull them off. I think it looks quite good. He'd done such a good job on it. I was like, you know what? It's kind of cool. I like it. I do like it. It's really cool. So that's the bathroom. Needs work, just a little bit though, and it'll be ready to live in. So that's everything. I really hope you guys liked seeing it in the state that it's in right now. Hopefully next time I do a proper house tour, it will be like 95% finished at least. I don't think it's ever going to be fully finished, but I can't wait to show you guys the progress and keep sharing some DIYary content with you, even though there's not really going to be anyone else working in the house pretty much from next week onwards. It's just going to be me and Ben. So we have our work cut out for us, but it's going to be fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell and be notified of all my future videos and DIYary type things if you want to be. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.